Today we're very glad to be chatting with Rachel Fox. How are you?
Doing awesome.
Very glad to hear. So you got to tell us about your new movie you'll be starring in, Dreamhouse.
Yeah, Dreamhouse. It's awesome. It's a psychological thriller. It's cool because it's not like a scary, horror, bloody, gross movie, although there is a smidge of that. But it's mostly just a smart, scary movie. It's done very well. Your stomach will be in a knot the entire time. It's one of those great kind of thriller movies, and it's about a family that moves into their dream house, and then there's this family across the street, which is where my character comes in. She's a girl across the street who knows about some gruesome murders that happened in the house that the new family is living in. So it takes a lot of great twists and turns, and it's a really beautiful looking film. I can't wait for everyone to see it.
Well, very interesting. And then tell us, are you a fan of thrill movies yourself?
I am. I love thriller movies. I don't do horror, and there is a very clear dividing line between the two. But no, I do not do horror whatsoever. But thriller, absolutely. I love adrenaline.
Absolutely, I know. I don't know if I could do horror myself. That would be a little intense.
Yeah, I know those images that you walk away with that are in your head are just nasty sometimes.
Absolutely. Well, there's a lot of press and media going on about Dreamhouse, so I'm sure a lot of people are excited to see it.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. A lot of my friends are like, oh, the trailer looks so good.
Absolutely. And then there's another movie coming out which you're starring in, Jewtopia. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, that film is definitely a comedy. There's a lot of you'll be laughing a lot in that one. It's just a very happy film. I think probably some of the funniest people in the world come together as a family. It stars Joel David Moore, Rita Wilson, John Lovitz, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and they're all hysterical. And the movie is kind of about relationships and family and love and tradition and just important things in life, but it's all in a very funny way. It's really cool.
And how did you like working with all those celebrities? That's so neat.
Oh, I loved it. It was amazing. They're hysterical, and I learned a lot from being there, and I learned a lot from watching them too.
And would you say you relate to any of your characters that you've portrayed?
Yeah, I'd say I kind of relate to the character in Jewtopia a little bit because I'm not necessarily like her personality trait-wise, but it's really cool because she has a family that's a lot like my family because, her mom is very on top of things, extremely helpful, just a lot like my mom. There's this really funny joke where they're like, the mom pays for $150 an hour speech therapist, and that's like totally something my mom would do. And the dad is similar to my dad, and she has an older brother, and I have an older sister who's very similar. So in that way, I'm similar to Joan. A character that I play in the show, Melissa and Joey, Holly Reback, I'm a lot like her because she's really controlling and dominant and kind of over-domineering, and I love to be in control of situations, so in a way I'm a lot like her.
Right. Well, how do you like working on Melissa and Joey? What's a day like on the set for you?
Oh, a day like that, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Every day we're always performing. It's either, in front of the live audience, in front of producers, or we're doing a table read, or we're doing some kind of performance-related thing, and, we're always getting a lot of laughs, laughing at each other. It's a ton of fun. Typically on shooting day, we would come in, we kind of do a little bit of camera blocking. I do some school, and then we have this really cool hour dinner before we go out to shoot. It's like a dinner with the cast and crew. And then, we go out to film, and it's just great. We just spend the whole day laughing. It's amazing.
Well, I got to say, Melissa Joan Hart and Joey Lawrence together as a duo are like the perfect match. Anything they work on together.
They are perfect for each other. I know, they're hysterical together.
Yes, and how do you like working with them?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. They're both extremely professional. So, that's just the best thing you could ask for. They're just so professional. They get it. They get it done. I love being on set working with both of them. They're both wonderfully comedic, both when they're, delivering the lines and when they're off, on their own, just talking with each other. It's just very funny to watch. It's crazy. It makes the week fly by so quick when you're working with them.
Oh, I'm sure it sounds like a blast. And then do you have a favorite episode that you filmed?
I do have a favorite episode, probably the one that we just filmed. I just filmed it, I think, 2 weeks ago. And it's really cool because my character, Holly, she takes this fun little turn. And basically, she takes a turn from her different, regular, over-domineering self. and I can't go into the details as to what exactly happens. You'll have to wait and see.
Oh, we're excited for that. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
And then, again, you've worked with so many stars. Is there anybody that you really want to work with in the future?
Oh, there's tons of people. Meryl Streep is, like, really high on my list. I absolutely adore her. She's probably, as far as women actresses go, she's probably one I look up to the most. Her and Helen Mirren. I love Helen Mirren. I just saw her in that movie with Russell Brand.
Uh-huh.
Which was amazing.
Yes, that would be so neat to work with them. So neat.
Yeah.
And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, what type of movies or TV shows do you see yourself doing, again, in the future to come?
I love kind of sitcom. I love sitcom work. So it'd be cool if I could, do a sitcom every day of my life when I get older as like an ongoing show. That would be amazing. Something I totally want to do. But as far as like specific shows go, I love the show Mad Men. I would love to be a guest star on that show one time. And so, same with 2.5 Men. I love that show. I especially love it with Ashton Kutcher now too. He's really great on it.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely, and we actually do remember you in Hannah Montana and That's So Raven and iCarly and all the episodes that you've been in.
Yeah, that's right. All of that was sitcoms. I tend to do a lot of that.
Yes, and all great shows. We love them so much. How did you like working on those?
Oh, I loved them. Loved them just as much. They were fun. They were entertaining. They were always such sweet sets because I was working with all these different child actors. Or, mostly like all the kids on iCarly, Miranda Cosgrove, Nathan Kress, they were all young like me, and it was just fun. It was a set full of kids, and we had a great time together.
Yeah, and now you actually have to tell us about your Twitter, which is at Rachel G. Fox. How do you like using Twitter?
Yes. Twitter, I love Twitter. It's fun. I'm a big picture tweeter. I tweet a lot of photos of things, that happen on set or that when I'm at an event, I'll tweet a picture. I love tweeting about fashion-related things, fashion tips, fashion things that I love, things I see, just, fun, girly stuff.
Do you have a favorite tweet that either someone has tweeted to you or that you've seen?
Probably one of my favorite tweets that I've ever seen was when someone tweeted me talking about my character Holly on Melissa and Joey, saying that they really hope that I keep coming back because they love Ryder and I together. And it's so sweet when people tweet great feedback like that because I know they're liking the character and I know it's working on the show and people are liking her and they want to see more. So that's always really nice to see.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And we love your character, too. And, yeah, we hear you actually like to sing as well. Can you tell us about that in your band?
Yeah, absolutely. We are a rock band. We do all rock, Led Zeppelin, Nirvana, Rolling Stones type music. And I'm the only girl in the band. It's a band full of all guys. I'm the only girl. I'm the lead singer and rhythm guitar player, and I absolutely love it. Music is something that's totally in my heart to do. And I love it. Performing is so much fun.
How did your band come about?
I went to this music academy, and basically when you're there, they kind of mix and match you with a bunch of different players. And, we just my band we just found each other. We just started playing together. We had a great, fun time, and so we kept doing it. And every week we go in and we do a practice, and we just play gigs here and there. And we're kind of just starting out. We've only been together for a little bit now, but we have intentions of writing original music and one day touring throughout the world.
Very nice. That's awesome. And is there anything else you want to tell your fans out there?
Everybody keep watching Melissa and Joey because it's going to be on. The second season is going to start up soon next year. And go see Dreamhouse.